We'll start in a minute, just waiting for the mic to be turned on. Thank you, everyone. Invited guests, speakers, VIPs, and medal recipients. Thank you for attending today's event to acknowledge award recipients and present them the Community Protection Medal. Unfortunately, Commissioner Whelan has a long-standing charity event this morning. She hopes to make it for morning tea and would like to be here, but had prior commitments, so she hopefully will be here soon. I'd like to ask you all please to turn off your mobile phones and smartwatch devices and any devices that might make a noise until the end of the ceremony. I'd also like to let you know that the bathrooms and toilets are just out there behind us, behind the stairs, and if there's any emergencies and we're required to evacuate, the exit is just out to our left and will follow advice of the Monaco Oval staff. I'd now like to please invite Ngunnawal Elder Fred Monaghan to provide a welcome to country. Thanks, Fred.
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here to be a part of this award ceremony. Thank you all for the introduction. First, I'd like to thank Julie and Davis for inviting me today to be part of this very special event to recognise the award of emergency service to police officers to protect the ACT community. Secondly, I'd like to acknowledge our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people present today. Not just a special acknowledgement of big gentlemen, which was good. I had Regina Whelan's name was also a person to acknowledge today. Obviously, Mr. Wilson's not here. And another acknowledgement to the Chief Police Officer of the Academy and other guests. I would like to also acknowledge the award recipients today. Congratulations. Just another more about the Elders Council that I'm a part of, and the co-chair. I've been a member of the Elders Council for a number of years. Being the co-chair of the council meetings with the ACT government sectors, and rebuilding the cultural protocols, protecting the animal sites, scar trees, rock painting, heritage, connecting with the country matters, acknowledging ceremonies and language. With that, on behalf of my elders past and present, I would like to welcome you here today on the land of Monaghan. Thank you.
Thank you, Fred. I'd now please stand for the national anthem that will be sung by Tash and Trad. Thanks, Tash.
Australians, let us rejoice, for we are
Thank you, Tash. Everyone please be seated. Hi, I'm Brooke Turner, your MC for today. I'm a previous 2019 Community Protection Medal Award recipient. I'm also Deputy Captain of Molonglo Brigade and Community Education Coordinator, also of Molonglo Brigade of the ACT Rural Fire Service. Since my first year as an ACT Rural Fire Service volunteer in 2016, I've been the Community Education Coordinator for Molonglo, coordinating community events, mentoring others, and educating the community to prepare for an emergency. I love attending every event and fire that I can. I enjoy meeting members of the community and helping them in times of crisis. I also like making friends with other firefighters and the camaraderie that comes with it. I've competed at World Firefighting Championships in South Korea and the Australasian Firefighting Championships in Echuca, being one of only a handful of female participants. I've been on deployments in Australia, including throughout New South Wales and Tasmania. I pride myself on receiving a medal of such high esteem. It shows that my actions are being recognised and that I have made a huge difference in the community. You are here today receiving the Community Protection Medal because you have made a huge difference above others. Helping others while working through the 2019 to 2020 bushfire season and the last 2 years of COVID have been medal worthy enough. Your leadership, support, dedication to your roles and willingness to go above and beyond is what has brought you here today. Enjoy today as much as those who have nominated you, as much as your friends and family are proud to see you receive this medal, and as much as you deserve to enjoy this day. I'd please like to introduce our first speaker, the representative for Police and Emergency Services, Dr. Marisa Patterson, to say a few words. Thanks, Marisa.
Thank you very much, Brooke. I would also like to begin by saying thank you very much for the welcome to country, and I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land we're meeting on today, the Ngunnawal people. I acknowledge and respect their continuing culture and contribution they make to the life of this city and this region. Welcome ACT Emergency Services Agency Assistant Commissioner Jason Jones and Wayne Phillips, ACT Chief Police Officer Neil Gagan, VIPs, award recipients and family members of the 2022 ACT Community Protection Medal Ceremony. It is a great honour to be here today representing Minister Gentleman. Today is a special day as we award 6 members from ACT Policing and ACT Emergency Services Agency for their ongoing commitment and dedication to keeping Canberra safe. 6 individuals sit before us today, each sharing one common goal: to serve and protect the Canberra community. Each of you have demonstrated acts of selflessness, leadership, compassion and commitment to enhancing your service and ensuring the safety of the Canberra community. Canberra is extremely lucky to have personnel and volunteers working tirelessly to make the ACT safer and better place to live. Congratulations on this prestigious award, and thank you again to each of you and all for our first responders and supporting services for your continued contribution to our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Marisa. I'd now like to announce the Esa Award Presentation, and I'd please like to ask the Assistant Commissioner, Jason Jones, to present the Community Protection Medals to the Esa recipients. I'd first like to introduce Mr. Paul Woods from the ACT Ambulance Service. Mr. Paul, the ACT Community Protection Medal for his professional service to the ACT Ambulance Service. Paul is recognised for his continued support to ensuring the readiness of the ACT Ambulance Service and his unwavering support through the unprecedented 2019 to 2020 bushfire season and the COVID-19 pandemic. Without this support, the ACT Ambulance Service capability would have been severely impacted. Next up, I'd like to ask that Mark Brown comes up from the ACT Ambulance Service. Mr. Mark Brown is awarded the ACT Community Protection Medal for consistent, sustained, outstanding service to the ACT Ambulance Service and the Emergency Services Agency Communications Centre through his selfless leadership, support and compassion for his selfless support to the ACT community. Next up is Mr. Christopher Burke from the ACT Fire and Rescue. Mr. Christopher Burke is awarded the ACT Community Protection Medal for sustained, distinguished and outstanding service to the ACT Fire and Rescue, the ACT Emergency Services Agency and the ACT community through his dedication to improving the capability of the service and for consistently being willing and able to assist above and beyond his normal duties. Next we have Mr. Michael Blasiotto, ACT Rural Fire Service. Mr. Michael Blasiotto is awarded the ACT Community Protection Medal for his dedication to and the support of the ACT community through his role as a volunteer firefighter with the ACT Rural Fire Service over the past 20 years. Mr. Blasiotto is recognised for his ongoing commitment to the education and engagement of the ACT community. Next we have Mr. Alex Bondarenko, ACT State Emergency Service. Mr. Alex Bondarenko is awarded the ACT Community Protection Medal for his commitment and passion for supporting the advancement of volunteers over the past 20 years. Mr. Bondarenko is recognised for bringing innovation, skill and training and mentorship to the service. Thank you, Assistant Commissioner. I'd now like to announce the ACT Policing Award Presentation, and Chief Police Officer Neil Gagan will now present the Community Protection Medal to the ACT Policing recipient. And that recipient is Detective Sergeant Paul Reynolds from the ACT Policing. Detective Sergeant Paul Reynolds is awarded the ACT Community Protection Medal in recognition of his sustained, distinguished and outstanding service to the ACT community, from frontline community policing, organised crime investigations and advocacy towards child water safety reform. Thank you, Chief Police Officer, and please join me in thanking everyone again for their Community Protection Medal. This now concludes the 2022 ACT Community Protection Medal ceremony. Thank you for attending. Thank you very much. Sorry? No, can't she pass one? Yes. Yes, she works.